What is going on, beautiful world? If you guys couldn't tell, I don't have the sling anymore. It has been a week since my surgery. I had my stitches taken out today. I'm basically still on recovery though. I have another 4 weeks to go and then I start physical therapy. Unlucky, I guess, but hey, my shoulder feels pretty damn good. I still have limited range of motion though. So doing these videos is a little hard because my arm gets really tired really quick, but we must continue on. And what we have today is just a really quick, simple video so that you guys don't get lost in your layers. I know some people won't name their layers, but as you can see on the right-hand side here, we have my blank layer, which is basically my base layer. Then we have the right-hand side of the can. We have the left-hand side of the can. And then we just have the background as well. All of which are labeled because, well, I labeled them. That's the way I don't get lost in them. But some people leave them as layer 1 copy, background copy, stuff like that. But a way to get rid of that is if you go up here to this little grid box, go down here to panel options, you can adjust the size. So you can see over here, now the sizes got bigger so you can see them a bit better. But if that still doesn't do the trick for you, another way you can do this is come down here, go back to panel options, click layer bounds, and just click OK. And what you can see here is each one of these is going to pop up and showcase what the layer is actually selected on. So if I added in something over here, we'll add in a text layer really quick. We're just going to put ACL.photo. So put that in there. We're going to rasterize this type. So rasterize type. But you can see now it shows up in a greater font. So what I'm going to do is we're going to put this back in panel options. We're going to go back to this small. We're going to do just entire document. And you see now I can't see what that says. Although it is labeled, I can't read what it says inside the box. So what we can do is come back here, go to panel options, increase the thumbnail size, right? That'll help. But it's white text on a grid. So obviously if I change it, so if we just select that, let's change this to black. Control or Command D to get rid of that. And then you can see there obviously is some disturbance in the pixels. You have some black pixels up here. But an even easier way to do that is panel options and go layer bounds. So it takes anything that's in that layer for you and it highlights what's in the layer, showcases you what's in the layer. So if you use small font and stuff like that, it makes it larger enough so you can say, even if this wasn't labeled, so say you only have a dot there on that layer. I don't know what a dot means. What is a dot record? Like, am I saying the dot here? But you can see, even if I move it around, all this stuff just shifts in place. So if I move this over, you can see where it starts to play and stuff like that. So by moving all these around, you can see what's happening. You won't get lost as easy in your layers with this simple technique of just going to the grid over here by layers, channels, paths, click the grid. Go down to panel options. You can increase your thumbnail size as well as layer bounds. And then anything that's in the layer is a lot easier to read. Even if I shrink this down to tiny, it still pops up as full-blown text over here. So even if I get lost in this, say I get lost with it and it's over here on this black can, I can still read that this is still somewhere in my image, even though it's incredibly small. So simple stuff like that by adding in tiny bits of layers, pieces, parts, you can now still see it all factors in and you can read what's in your layers and see what you actually have going on. I hope this video was helpful for you guys. I hope you learned a little bit more about Photoshop. It's a little hidden tips, tricks, and just something that helps speed up your workflow so you can produce images quicker, faster, without getting lost or having to backpedal through layers and figure out what the hell does this even do, delete it, and then figure out it was an important layer later on. Just really helps speed up your work pace, get organized, you'll be having fun in no time. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for watching this Studio Saturdays. And as always, if you guys like this content, it was helpful, please hit that like button. If you guys are new here and found this video content enjoyable, please check out any of the other videos as well as subscribe because we produce videos every Saturday for studio-esque stuff. Other than that, I'll see you guys next Saturday. Peace out.